don't know what to tell you. You're not on the information. Pathfinder? Can you imagine venturing into space only to find more of your own people?
We discovered the first relay. What if instead of Turians? So, that way.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Think we'll see more of them?
Humans? Hope not. Mine more Asari, though.
What's the difference?
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name.
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters, see if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Sam, what's this?
The decontamination console for visitors to the med center. Touch the start pad to use it. I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
Let's go over this again.
Good to see you.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal, time of change. It worked well, until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
He thinks you want him dead. Tell him what you just told me, and let's move on.
Thought I was clear the first time. Maybe his translator malfunctioned.
We'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes, the slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar, kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Are you getting enough sunlight?
Plenty.
Then the ion bed. They've calibrated
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You'll have ways to send them text messages and comm transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating, and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
If you put in a request, someone will get back to you.
And if they refuse? I'll have to think about it. Thank you, Pathfinder.
When Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Phoneron.
It's a privilege to meet you. Tell me about yourself.
I'm something of a pathfinder myself. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Hello? I'm picking up something. Probe away. Getting a scan. According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here. I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone. You mean destroyed? I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct? He seemed to think so. There's nothing out here. The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. It can't do that, right? I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. I found something. Applying data to what we already have. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Anomaly found. Let me guess. No Angaran satellite? No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us. Must be the team our astronomer sent. They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Anomaly found. Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge. We are pretty close for comfort. Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs. Who did this? Ket? I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge. Can we find the scavengers? I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port. Now orbiting Kadara.
Approaching the scavengers.
Remind me what I
install the
said.
Angaran satellites
You said
and
the
destroy
number
the
of
search
years
vessel.
we're around isn't
What are
what
the odds
matters.
they'll surrender peacefully?
Back home, I knew so
Less
many
than
old Asari who
1%.
stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade one of my years for 100 of theirs.
Enemies behind you.
Cover your ears! Grenade! Bite me shut!
Looks like
You rock! So much violence.
Scavengers chop those missing Angaran satellites into scrap.
I'll have the Tempest retrieve what's left for transport to Aya.
No Angara here, just our people.
Another black eye for the initiative.
Ryder.
Now orbiting Kadara.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara Port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
Criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
Sometimes desperate people do bad things to survive. They won't hurt anyone else.
That's no comfort for what we lost. Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Sorry to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrapped satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Ryder. Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help if you could.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
You're still not comfortable with Gil being in charge of your Tempest, are you?
Call it more memories. Of the time that they were going to scrap the whole project. Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
You showed us the Tempest through your eyes, why she matters. Even Gil sees it now.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward. I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
Gil, got a minute? I need you in the research room.
Be right there.
I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
Hey, what's shaking?
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
We're on course.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Maybe killed him. Left him stranded in a sinkhole. Serves us. Nice gun. Where'd you get it?
Heat levels increasing.
Evie, you're sure you're not half Krogan?
Nope. Why?
Your attitude, aggression, the way you don't take shit from anyone.
My mother made it exclusively with other Asari.
Is that right?
Except when she conceived me. My father was an Elcor.
You've got to be kidding.
Offended indignation. Why? Doesn't it fit?
You're as far from an Elcor as I can imagine.
Then it makes perfect sense, right?
I suppose so. You little rebel.
Ambient temperature is normal.
Well, it's better.
I advise against prolonged sun exposure, Pathfinder.
It'd be hard to avoid out here.
Outlaw camp.
You'll need to scan for the missing glyphs, Pathfinder. That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
Unbearable.
I detect a considerable temperature drop in shaded areas.
by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not.
Pathfinder, I detect broken scavenger machinery ahead.
Abandoned. They scuttled everything.
Well, we're here. Might as well search it.
Figured all I left was junk.
Ryder, he's got Pock. She's broken, though.
Guess Kalinda didn't take very good care of her.
Hey, I don't want any trouble. I found this site abandoned. By scavenger law, it's all mine.
Yeah, right. You made that up.
Scavenger law? Scavengers get to make up the laws? No, then you could just make up new ones. Well, I'm a businessman, you see, so I'm willing to sell if you see anything you like.
How much for that broken observer?
What, this thing? Yeah, it may look trashed, but I assure you it's easy to fix right up. In fact, I could do it myself and make a killing, so no discounts.
Right. This guy's gonna put her back together.
Did you see where the crew that used the site went?
No. They were trouble, though. Led by a pain-in-the-ass Asari with a mean as spit Krogan toady. They've been picking remnant sites clean all over. Never leave anything worthwhile behind. But they screwed up and left some choice items here, though.
You ever hear of an Asari named Kalinda Terev?
That's the pain-in-the-ass Asari I stupidly mentioned. Please don't tell her I called her that, or next time I see her, it's my ass.
Yeah? So you better do right by us.
Let's get down to business.
Okay, look, what do you think is fair for the Observer?
Take this, and consider yourself lucky.
Yep, that'll do. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll get her to the Tempest and put her together. Thank you, Ryder. Maybe this Kalinda nightmare is over.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Regardless, I can upgrade my remnant scanner now. Come see me back at the ship.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Heat levels increasing.
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
There you are.
Hi.
Okay, who stole PB and put you in her clothes?
Not funny.
It's a little funny.
Okay, it's a little funny. I received this.
Hey, babe. Sorry I broke your pet. It lacked versatility. Couldn't keep up. Maybe I'll do the same with your other new toy, Ta.
She means you. I hate her.
Don't let her get to you.
Can't help it. It's not that she took my bot and broke her. We got Puck back and I repaired her. Better than ever. Now my scanner's fully upgraded and sweeping the cluster for remnant signals. We won.
So what's the problem?
It's just drummed up feelings I thought I'd put behind me. Turns out I just buried them. This is what happens when you let people in. You acquire baggage. I travel light, damn it. No baggage.
Letting people in can be life-changing, in the best way. In a never-been-done way.
I want to, but also I don't. That's the problem with strings. Too complicated. I let Kalinda become important to me. Look where that ended up. Now you've become, or you're becoming, important. But you need to know, I resist checking out of this hotel every day.
I need to know I can count on you.
I know. I get it. I just need a little space. Time to think. Hopefully, my now REM-tech-infused scanner will pick up something amazing and make all this Kalinda trouble worthwhile.